to push your luck for the chance to win up to $250,000 cash. Earn entries daily in August. Then be sure to join our drawings on Friday, August 28th and Saturday, August 29th. We will draw 25 winners each day, but only one will take home the $250,000 cash grand prize. Make your play at Live Casino, Route 30 at Westmoreland Mall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Uncover camouflaged health symptoms at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital during a free community health screening on Saturday, September 19th from 8 to 11 a.m. Receive screenings for your heart, circulation, bone health, blood pressure, blood glucose, and more, all at no cost. Plus, physicians will be on site to answer your questions. Pre-register today and receive a free WVU Medicine camouflage hat. Visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown to register.
Warm weather means you'll be spending more time outside. So enjoy your deck or patio with retractable or fixed awnings from Lifetime Awnings. Made in the USA with manufacturer and customers guarantees, Lifetime Awnings products last. Lifetime Awnings is veteran-owned and operated with a 10% discount to all military veterans and their families. Call Lifetime Awnings 724-554-6067 or email John, the owner, at lifetimeawningsusa@gmail.com.
For 35 years, Fay Penn Economic Development Council has been committed to its mission of growing Fayette County's economy and helping to bring jobs to the area. Whether you're a startup, existing, or new business in Fayette County, Fay Penn's lending team can work with you to decide if the Fay Penn Loan Fund suits your business's needs. Fay Penn's Loan Fund offers loans starting at $10,000, pending qualifications. Visit faypenn.org to learn more about financing opportunities for your business and to complete a pre-application form. Is it time for your first home? Or time to trade up to a home that fits your lifestyle? It's time to visit Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon. You'll find special savings along with trade-in and trade-up deals. Imagine beautiful, new, energy-efficient homes packed with the features you've been dreaming about. Trade in and trade up at Clayton Homes of Bell Vernon, 4500 PA 51. Trade-in value toward purchase of a new home determined by resale value and evaluation by home center manager. Additional deposit may be required.
Having Hicks & Baugh's drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks & Baugh's at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday until 3.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle. Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is open conversation today. I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you. So give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. What's on Your Mind brought to you by AR Roofing and Remodeling, Bright Stripes, Seal Coating and Line Striping, Madewell Services, full lawn care and cleaning services, K2 Engineering, Coldwell Banker, Laurel Ridge Realty, Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore, and Gary's Auto Sales. All right, well, let's see here. So, Friday, 3 days ago, if you recall, I filled in for Kendall, was with Paul Sunyek. I enjoyed the 2 hours. I hope you did too as well. towards the end, I brought up Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. During the renovations, we're going to add foot washing stations for those of the Islamic faith. Well, Governor Abbott of Texas got wind of that, and he put a stop to it. No, he says, you can't do one thing for a certain segment of society and not do it for others. Plus, there was government grant money involved, and he said, no, not going to happen. And so now the airport, not only Dallas-Fort Worth, but Houston Airport, have said they are stopping those plans. Let's see here. What else? So, attorneys representing 13 abortion rights advocates have sent a cease and desist order to a pro-life organization called Amplify Legal. I'm sorry, got them backwards. Called Live Action, accusing Live Action of using defamatory language and publishing false and defamatory claims about pregnancies, saying abortion kills. They also say that in articles that they are misrepresenting the stories of women that have had abortions. But anyway, the Live Action says they will not back down. They will not issue an apology. They will continue what they're doing. They say it's a freedom of speech issue, and they will defend themselves moving forward. The Thomas More Society is backing the organization and said, this has been argued in court before, and everything that's being said here is legal and of free speech. So your thoughts about this? And this comes on the heels of the state of Massachusetts. Last week, Governor Maura Healey signed into legislation a new abortion rights law that allows abortion to take place after the 24-week period and right up to and including birth. And it's at the doctor's discretion in consultation with the mother. It also shields the doctor from any legal proceedings for performing said abortion. So, why does at birth, at week 38, why does the baby need to be aborted? Why can't you just deliver C-section? So anyway, there you go, your thoughts on that. A mother-daughter duo, Casey Thomason and her daughter Annie, they went to an Indiana Fever Atlanta Dream basketball game over the weekend in Atlanta, Georgia, WNBA. And both mother and daughter sported T-shirts that said XXXY, athletics, on them. And in support of Indiana Fever player Sophie Cunningham, they were 2 rows up from court side, watched the entire game. The game went into overtime. And at about the halfway point of overtime, right around 2.5 minutes left in overtime, a security guard, came down, wanted to speak to mother and daughter, and saying that somebody made a complaint about their shirts, and, well, they were going to have to cover up the shirts or leave. Now, the State Farm Arena where the Atlanta Dream plays. They do have a dress code. No profanity. Nothing that is derogatory towards a person. That type. And we've all seen those types of T-shirts, right? Where is the offensiveness of a T-shirt that says XXXY and Save Women's Sports on that? Of course, XXXY is the gene sequence, if you will, that determines male or female. XX female, XY male. My wife often calls men having that defective Y chromosome, especially directed at me. Anyway, that's beside the point. So where is the offensiveness on it? Now, the article goes on, says there was a woman that they think, quote unquote, told on them that was wearing a trans sports T-shirt. So she wore it too, and she was seen later on in that overtime period of having a coat zipped all the way up to the top, hiding that T-shirt. But again, where is the offensiveness? There's no swearing, there's no profanity, no calling somebody a derogatory name, just expressing one's belief. So your thoughts on that one? All righty. Emily Gallagher is a New York State Assemblywoman. She represents a couple districts within Brooklyn, I think, at the State House in Albany. She's also a Democratic socialist. And during a news conference, she says that shoplifting based on need is not a crime. It says true crime is that there is such incredible wealth disparity in this city that there are people who can be thrown in jail simply for having a biological need. She goes on and says basic necessities, as if you steal these things, basic necessities, is because you need them. And so they should be given a pass and not prosecuted at all. Well, okay, so where do you draw the line at that? Where do you draw the line on something like that? Somebody walks into a Givenchy store, right? And shoplifts a $5,000 purse. Well, maybe she needed that purse. Did she get a free pass on that? I'm just curious. What if what if a woodworker goes into a home improvement store, Home Depot, Lowe's, Busy Beaver, Carter's Lumber, whatever, and shoplifts a table saw? Well, maybe he needed that table saw to complete a project. Does he get a free pass? So, where do you draw the line on that? Congratulations to Penn State. You heard the news. Nick gave it to you. This just a few minutes ago. Penn State graduated their 1 millionth, gave out their 1 millionth degree in their history over the weekend. So that says something. Congratulations to Penn State on that. Electric cars. Electric cars. So not that they're going away, but, you know, Ford has scaled back its planned operations for electric cars. General Motors has also scaled back. Some high-end luxury sports cars such as Lamborghini, I think, have abandoned. Porsche, you know, they've scaled back. Well, Ferrari is coming out with their first all-electric car. It's in production. They announced it a couple months ago. Well, at Sotheby's auction at Monterey Car Week in California over the weekend, the very first Luce, L-U-C-E, Ferrari Luce electric car that hasn't been manufactured yet was on the auction block. So if you're the winning bidder, well, you get to design this car with the color you want, the interior, you know, you get to really customize this Ferrari for your own use. It sold at auction for charity. By the way, it was Ferrari Charities. Ferrari has several organizations that it supports through its charitable foundation. So all the proceeds went to Ferrari's, you know, charitable foundations. The very first Luce went for $40 million. Now, if you want to buy one, well, you're not going to have to fork over $40 million because the estimated price tag for the new Ferrari Luce, when that goes into a showroom, $640,000. So just wanted to let you know about that and your thoughts. 724-438-4593. We can also talk about Pirates. You know, hopes are quickly flowing away. They've got, I think it's like about 42 games left in the season, 44, right around that number. They've got 60 wins, I think, 61 wins. I had mentioned of them hitting the 90-win plateau. Well, theoretically, they can still hit that, but they're going to have to go on one heck of a winning streak to do that. They're needing 29 wins, I think, now to hit that. I don't think they're going to win that, make that. And at this point in time, unless something really happens, I don't see the Pirates making the playoffs either, because they ran into a bad stretch here. So there's that. There's also the Steelers. I did not watch Thursday night. I just kind of saw statistics, and the three quarterbacks who played, Mason Rudolph, Will Howard, Drew Lahr, they all put up some nice numbers. If that continues, what is the decision the Steelers make? Do they go with four quarterbacks? If they go with three, who do you think is the odd man out? Would love to hear from you on that. So 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. We'll start some conversation right after this.
This is Eric Cushy from Curtis Pharmacy with big news. We are now accepting all Medicare Part D plans, including UPMC and Highmark. Service and care you need from a local provider you trust, including vaccines, compounding, delivery, and our Pack My Meds program. 90-day supplies are available too. Visit us in Claysville, Washington, Carmichaels, and our new location on Arch Street in Connellsville, or visit us on the web at curtispharmacy.com.
Everything is growing, and Madewell Services is here to help. They offer full lawn care service, including mulching, landscaping and planting, weekly grass cutting, power washing, and more. Madewell Services also provides professional cleaning services for your home or office, moving in or out service, party cleanups, weekly cleanings, and junk removal. Licensed and insured for peace of mind. Call Madewell Services today at 724-912-1805. That's 724-912-1805 for a free estimate.
Experiencing symptoms of COPD? Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale has been selected to conduct a clinical research study, and participants are needed. All study-related care will be provided at no cost, and no health insurance is required. Compensation up to $2,200 for qualified participants for time and travel. To learn more, call Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale at 724-220-5281. That's Frontier Clinical Research in Scottsdale at 724-220-5281.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at garysautosales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has two convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Bortz Jr.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest, now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. It is Open Conversation, 724-438-4593. Hey, just to give you a bit of an update, because I know a lot of you keep asking. My wife had a follow-up today, and it went well. She is healing. She gets to take the braces off of both of her legs. So, and rehab gets to, not the inpatient. You've heard all that story. It's outpatient rehab, so it's able to kick it up a notch. She's got allowed full motion on her shoulder now. Weight bearing on her for picking up weight from her right arm. Still limited, but the amount of weight has increased. So all good news. So still no weight bearing on her left leg, but we are moving in the right direction here. And another 2 weeks, the doctor said, and she could start putting some weight on her left leg. So all good news. All good news. So she's getting there. So just wanted to bring that update along to you. All right, what else shall we chat about? Hey, I was gone all weekend again. So I understand some rain came through the area. I know we had it up where I was. Not that bad. It was a gentle rain on Sunday. And it came later in the day, too, by the way. So, but I understand you got some nasty rain come through the area. I'm not sure. So, but right now we're at 73 degrees. It is overcast. not. It looks like we do have a slight chance, about 20% chance of rain still. So, but hey, right now it's mostly dry. So head on out and get yourself some fresh air. Okay. What else shall we chat about? Not too far. Well, a couple hours away from us, down in Maryland, one of their state parks. Some campers, some fishermen have been attacked recently by rabid beavers. So, and both have had one was a teenager swimming. Had to be life flighted really from the attack, but being treated for rabies, and a fisherman also getting treated for rabies. So I was chatting with somebody earlier today, and this is the first I've heard this, that if a bat gets into your house, because bats are known to carry rabies as well. So if a bat gets into your house and is in your house overnight while you sleep, it's a good idea for you to get treated for rabies. I had not heard that until recently, and I guess it kind of makes sense. Because so often you might get bit by a bat, but you don't know that you've been bitten because their teeth are just so fine, so small, that you just don't know that you've been bitten. So have you heard this before? Have you been told this before? Have you heard it before? I'm just curious because this is the first I've heard that. It's the first I've heard that. So I'm just curious if you're in the medical profession, and this is a new thing that the medical community recommends. So let me know. But I mean, it does kind of make sense to me that you might want to pursue that. Now, I have no idea what insurance that would do in that case. I don't. Hey, I woke up and found out there was a bat in my house all night long. I think I ought to get a rabies shot. I don't know. I don't know what they would say on that. I don't know how much a rabies shot costs. I know it's not as intrusive, I guess, as it used to be. I know it used to be a series of shots over a certain amount of time. But I understand it's not as intrusive now. So I don't know where it's administered, if it's a shot in your arm or elsewhere. So that I don't know. But and one of the things about rabies, if you've been bitten, by time you are seeing symptoms, it's too late. It's too late. The vaccine doesn't work, and the outcome is not good for you. Occasionally somebody survives, but not very often. So the whole thing without, getting one does make sense. So give me a call on that. Let me know what you know about that idea, would you please? 724-438-4593. We do have school starting up. I was just down in West Virginia this morning, Morgantown, Ruby Hospital area. Found out just in talking with folks down there. School starts tomorrow in Morgantown. And not just that, but WVU classes start too. So stay away unless you really, really need to go into Morgantown tomorrow morning and well, maybe just all day for that matter, you might want to stay away. I got a feeling things are going to be a little hectic down in Morgantown tomorrow morning, and even in the afternoon with at the end of school. So be careful about that. I think locally, we've got another week to go before schools start up here in Fayette County. Not sure of the exact day, but that is coming up. I do know that, excuse me, the first high school football game is approaching, and I do have that August 28th. So that's a little less than 2 weeks is the first football game. So maybe schools don't start here for another couple weeks. That might be it. They kind of coincide, don't they? So that's on its way. College football will be starting up as well down there at WVU Stadium, Mountaineer Stadium. A lot of porta potties have been set up, so they must be getting ready for the start of the college season down there as well. So signs that summer's coming to an end, huh? Still plenty of very nice weather ahead of us, but signs of a carefree summer's day are coming to an end with the start of schools and the football season. So, well, we'll find something else to entertain ourselves, won't we? Most likely watching college football or high school football and even professional football and some other things. So, okay, there's all of that. 724-438-4593. Here's I'm going to go back to one of my little news articles and one that Nick told you about. Penn State giving out their 1 millionth degree. And I know Nick probably said when the first one was, what year. I don't remember what that was. What was that first one? What degree was it in? You know, it was a farmer's college initially, right? Wasn't it? Isn't that what I heard Nick say on the news? So I'm guessing it had something to do with farming, agriculture, something like that. But what was the very first degree handed out by Penn State? I don't know, so I'm asking you. So, you know, do your little research and give me a call and let me know what that very first degree was. And if I get a chance here in one of the upcoming breaks, I'll do the same. And say, Nick's poking his head in. 1860. But what was the actual degree? A bachelor's in? Was it a bachelor's? Do we know, Nick?
It was a bachelor in agriculture.
Okay.
Yeah, 1861. It was founded in 1855. I'm sure you were there covering it. Were you
well,
not, Russ? Yeah.
I think that was more Bill.
Oh, I see.
Than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a football game that day.
Probably.
Yeah.
So
Coach
Brian would have been
Paterno
there.
Was there, yeah.
Yeah, Brian would have been there.
Absolutely.
Then. Yeah. Okay.
They're still wearing the leather helmets.
Well,
those were the days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, some people think that concussions would be less if that was the case.
Maybe.
Because
something for the NFL to look into.
Because people wouldn't be leading with their heads.
That's true. We'll
know?
try it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be? Hey, you know, we have throwback jersey days. Come on. If you're going to throw back the jerseys, then go full.
I say leather helmets.
Absolutely.
I mean, rugby, they don't wear any helmets.
That's right.
They're tackling, right?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen a rugby match or game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me see. Well, Australian rules football, too.
He's keeping me here now the rest of the hour, isn't he?
I am.
Holding me hostage. Australian rules football?
I don't think they wear helmets.
I'll have to check it out. Canadian football does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't count. They only go three downs.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The field's bigger, I know that. They have 250-yard lines. It's been a while.
So I don't know.
It's been a while
it's wider.
since I turned on an Argonauts game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that Jason and the Argonauts?
What's up?
Jason and the Argonauts?
Is that a band?
I think it was a movie.
Oh, I see. Over my head, Russ.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. And I'm standing up. That's hard to do.
You are.
So if anyone wanted to know what the first degree was at Penn State, there you go.
Okay.
Agriculture in 1861.
Thanks,
I think
Nick.
somebody's on
Appreciate
the line.
no, they got off. They got off.
It's probably Frank LaCava correcting me.
Probably.
I'm sure he
knows. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
You know, hey, you know what?
What's up?
You're a news person.
Well,
You don't
in
mind
theory,
being corrected.
Not at all.
No.
I stand by everything.
Yes.
No, I don't.
Until you don't.
That's right. I'm completely accurate except for when I'm not, Russ.
Absolutely.
You like that? That's
I
pretty
like
good.
that. I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
That should be, the new, I don't know, tagline.
Yeah.
For the station.
I would love that. It's like the old George Carlin line.
Completely accurate until we're not.
Nothing happens if you lie, unless you get caught, and that's a whole different story.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's like partial score.
That's
you
right.
know.
Exactly.
Steelers 10.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Partial score. I've heard some announcers do that. They'll give the score, not give the inning if it's baseball or the quarter or time left in the football game, which is really annoying. Or they'll just, not give the score at all.
That's true.
There was some comedian who did a bit about a baseball announcer who just gave the score over and over again, didn't say anything else about the game. He said he was watching with his dad, and his dad said, "That's a hell of an announcer." That's all really people want to know.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You do.
Well, there you go.
Okay. All right.
All right,
Nick,
Russ.
You have a good one, my
you
friend.
woke me up from my sleep.
Did I? Okay. Well, you do have the news coming up in another 12 minutes.
I'm ready to go.
I know you are. All right. Thanks. Appreciate it, Nick. Hello. Welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russ.
Yes.
It's Jesse. How are you doing today?
Good, Jesse. Yourself.
Nobody's calling in, so I got to give you a story.
Hey, okay.
Okay, get back to the bat and the rabies.
Yeah.
Okay. The exact same thing happened to me. I was sleeping in bed one night, and I woke up for some reason, and I looked up, and there's a bat hovering above my bed.
Ah.
I'm not kidding you. Hovering above. I didn't know nothing about, being bit in your sleep. I didn't know nothing about that at that time.
Okay.
But yes, it happened to me, and yes, it did come from the attic as far as I know. And I think I used a fishing net to capture it and let it go outside again.
Okay.
But anyway, that did happen to me. And I remember the time when I worked downtown on Church Street. There was a rabid raccoon running loose during the day.
Ooh, okay.
You'll never believe how bad that animal looked. Okay?
Yeah.
They look terrible, and they do not come out in the daylight unless they have rabies.
Yeah.
And it ran up and down the street, Church Street, from Phil's store up around the Elks and the Central Christian Church, that area. Okay? And I had to watch out for my customers getting in and out of their cars to come in, and I didn't want them to get bit.
Yeah.
So we had to watch out for customers, and a lot of people closed their doors. They didn't want to get in their business. And until the time came, the great police department we have downtown, okay?
Yeah.
They came, and within maybe a half hour or so after they found out about it, they came and they did mercifully shoot that raccoon in the back of the Elks Club.
Okay.
So it was everything all clear, business as usual, but it was terrible, it lasted about an hour or so. It was a terrible situation downtown.
I'm sure, absolutely.
It certainly was. Okay, I'll let you go. Glad I hear about your wife, and anyway,
thanks.
I just wanted to get that story into you there.
Okay. So did you have you heard anything, though, about you should just proactively start rabies treatment if a bat's been in your house overnight? I mean, it's one thing if you're awake and you see the bat and you're able to catch it and you know that it hasn't bit you or anything, but...
Yeah, but see, I didn't know if it did or not.
Yeah.
But like you say, it's possible that it could do that.
Yeah.
Especially with a small child. If a small child would be sleeping in its room and that would happen.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It could definitely happen. But luckily, it didn't bite me. And anyway, that's the story.
Okay.
Thanks,
Jesse,
Russ.
Thanks for your call. Appreciate
You and Nick have a good day. Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Hey, we got to take a quick little break. When we come back, well, both lines are open, 724-438-4593, and you and I together will close out hour one after this.
Bright Stripe, Bay County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals, locally owned by Matt and Lexi George. Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts. thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
So what's the difference between the sheds I see in the parking lot of the big box stores and a professionally built and installed JDM structure shed from Ultimate Structures? Good question. First, the manufacturer, JDM Structures, is one of the premier shed builders in business for 34 years. They use composite materials for the exterior with baked-on paint. This ensures you'll have an extended lifespan for your shed. And listen to this. 75% of Ultimate Structures orders are personally designed to satisfy the customer's needs. That's right. And the turnaround time for a custom designed shed is no longer than just buying a stock shed. Compare the roof designs, the superior piano door hinges, the quality of the wall panels, and personal customer service. You'll see. Come to the Mega Lot on Route 51 South, just outside Perryopolis. You need a shed? We can help. We design what you desire. Ultimate Structures.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Strap. Located at 34 South Street in downtown Uniontown, newly remodeled, American-inspired, where Western meets Americana. We have all your red, hot, and blue accessories. American Pride handbags, crossbody bags, and wallets, along with the new Montana West 250-year anniversary American flag braided tote bags. Myra brand is back at Strap in your favorite denim selections. Bags and boots, including the Liberty Star bootie. We have bag charms, bag chains, an abundance of star-spangled jewelry, t-shirts, flip-flops, wild rags, scarves, and twillies. Here's to the red, white, and blue. Woohoo! Strap, 34 South Street in downtown Uniontown, 724-557-6184. Open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 5, and Saturdays, 10 to 3. Stop, browse, and shop, and let accessories bling.
Are you using credit cards to keep up with high grocery, gasoline, and utility prices? Are you being sued? If yes, call Zebley Law Office today. Before paying unaffordable debts or entering debt management, give us a call at 724-439-9200 and we'll meet with you for free. Maybe a bankruptcy is a cheaper, faster choice to eliminate your debts, keep your home and car, and get a fresh start. Call us today for a free in-person consultation. 724-439-9200.
Come on down to Live Casino this August and get ready to push your luck for the chance to win up to $250,000 cash. Earn entries daily in August. Then be sure to join our drawings on Friday, August 28th and Saturday, August 29th. We will draw 25 winners each day, but only one will take home the $250,000 cash grand prize. Make your play at Live Casino, Route 30 at Westmoreland Mall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes. I'm your host today. Open conversation, 724-438-4593. Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hello, Russ.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, I just got a little bat story I guess I can add.
Okay.
Yeah, I seems like I'm entertained a little bit. I sit in front porch in the evening, got a street light in front of the house. And,
yeah.
Yeah, I watch the bats fly up and down the streets, try to attack the moss, because they're attracted to the street light.
Sure.
They're trying to get the bugs.
Yep.
But I hope I never get bit. That's for darn sure.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that rabies pretty bad. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
The only thing I ask about the Steelers, that young fellow from Penn State.
Yeah,
that
Drew
quarterback.
Alar.
I guess they say. I guess they all look, the three, Rudolph and the other Howard and him.
they said they looked decent, but they said that quarterback from Penn State turned in a pretty decent performance, I understand.
Well, 2 TD passes, and he ran for a third. So, not a bad start.
Hey, let what's his face, Aaron Rodgers, ride the pine after that, as far as I'm concerned. Let him ride the pine.
Let him ride, yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah, he didn't show us anything Thursday night, did he?
No, he didn't even show up.
Yeah.
Hey, Russ. Also, did you hear about? There was some defensive back got a 4-year contract, like $132 million or something like that, from Seattle.
Yeah, I haven't heard that yet. No.
That's quarterback money.
Yeah, well, but so look at it this way, though. The NFL, Mark, has become such a passing league that, the defensive backfield, cornerbacks, especially a good one, so it's the anti-quarterback if you think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, but am I paying with this for the that 6-pack of beer I bought that's advertised? That's what I want to know.
Well, you're paying for that if you buy that 6-pack while at the game.
Yeah.
Because you're not paying $9 for a 6-pack like you do at your corner store. You're going to end up paying about $80.
Yeah, that's for sure.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yes.
But man, hey, Russ. But our society, we have a strange set of values, don't we?
We can, yes. Yeah.
That's what it seems like. That seems like a lot of money to pay somebody to intercept a football.
Yeah. Well, hey, I don't blame the player.
No.
One thing, if you can get it, okay, go for it. If I thought I could get $1 million a show from Brian,
you'd get it, buddy.
Yeah,
that's right.
Absolutely.
That's what America's all about.
Yeah. But
don't tell that to the New York mayor, AZ, or what the heck his name is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Don't tell him that though.
No. So, but well, just remember this though. He's going to have all kinds of accountants and taxes he's going to have to pay now that you don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
All right. I'll let you go now, Russ.
Hey, Mark, you have a good one. Thanks for your call.
Right. Bye-bye.
We're out of time here in hour 1 of What's on Your Mind. Fox News is coming up next. News from around the world, around the country. And then Nixon here with the local news, sports, and weather. I'll be back for hour 2 of What's on Your Mind after it's all said and done. This is What's on Your Mind. WMBS Uniontown, 2 o'clock.
As the Memorandum of Understanding expires, Iran issues new threats. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. An Iranian official telling Reuters they will go on the offensive unless the U.S. complies with the ceasefire agreement, which has now run out, without signs of diplomatic progress. Reports suggested shipping through the Strait of Hormuz ground to a near halt over the weekend. Not true, says Energy Secretary Chris Wright, telling Fox News scores of ships were escorted through over the weekend.
We're going to continually get better at escorting traffic out, and the power of Iran is going to continue to shrink. So I think we'll see a positive trend in that direction. Iran can't export any oil right now. That's part of our economic strangulation. But the world doesn't need Iranian oil.
President Trump confirming to Fox News there is a back channel between Washington and Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard. He says Tehran should raise the white flag and surrender. Potential progress toward peace in Gaza. Presidential envoy Jared Kushner met with Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu today, and according to a peace board official, secured agreement on a path forward. Netanyahu has refused to withdraw from Gaza until Hamas is disarmed. Opening statements have begun in the murder trial of Dwayne Davis, accused of ordering the fatal hit on rapper Tupac Shakur nearly 30 years ago. Prosecutor Benu Panal telling jurors Davis supplied the gun.
Dwayne Davis made sure that the shooters were armed and ready to execute their revenge. And remarkably, you will learn that from Dwayne Davis himself.
Halal says, using details of the murder from a book which Davis published, his attorneys say that book was embellished and Davis was not in Vegas the night Tupac was killed. Prosecution has rested and the defense has begun calling its witnesses in the trial of Lindsay Clancy, accused of killing her 3 young children. America is listening to Fox News.
In a recent survey of 123,000 wireless customers, Pure Talk was the only wireless company to receive 5 stars in every category: coverage, support, value, and data. What else do you need to know? Switch to Pure Talk today and get any plan, including their top shelf unlimited data plan, for just $15 a month for your first 3 months. No contract, no commitment. Dial pound 250, say micro, and let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team help you make the switch.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
There's been another setback for the president from the country's highest court.
The U.S. Supreme Court's declined to reconsider a jury finding that the president pay former advice columnist E. Jean Carroll $5 million in a sexual assault and defamation suit from the mid-90s. This was the second time he'd asked, and after the court's first refusal, he paid Carroll the $5 million. There is a separate effort challenging an $83 million judgment awarded Carroll for defamation. The president's attorneys argue the court's decision on presidential immunity impacts that case and that he cannot be held liable for statements he made against Carroll, denying the allegations against him in 2019 while he was president. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
The president has ordered the Pentagon to scale back its annual joint military exercises with South Korea, in part because the South declined to help with the denuclearization of Iran, and because the president says the exercises are costly and send a signal that is totally inappropriate and hostile to North Korea, which he says has been unthreatening and respectful during his time in the White House. Nearly 1 million late-model cars are being recalled for a potential safety issue.
Stellantis is recalling 955,000 Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles over a radio software issue that can prevent the backup camera from displaying properly. The recall includes various 2026 and 27 Pacifica and Voyager minivans, the Dodge Charger, the Jeep Compass, Gladiator, Wagoneer, Wrangler, and various Cherokees, Ram 1500 and 2500 pickups, and ProMaster vans. There are no known injuries related to the malfunction. Stellantis says software updates will be available soon. That until the fix, drivers should rely on doing reverse the old-fashioned way, using side and rear-view mirrors. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Wall Street plunging. The Dow is now down 279 points. The S&P 500 off 31. NASDAQ down 89. I'm Jack Callahan. And this is Fox News.
Now the local, district, and statewide news. Being brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Keeping you warm and cozy in winter and cool and comfortable in summer with a quality Bryant gas furnace or air conditioning system. And now the news.
Good afternoon. 81 degrees at 2:05 on this Monday. Some clouds and sun. I'm Nick Barczyk from the Davis & Davis studios at WMBS. Sports and weather on the way in a bit. A bridge in Fayette County will close temporarily. That's according to PennDOT. The Layton Bridge, which carries Route 4038 Layton Road over the Yawk River in Perry Township, will be shut down from 6 a.m. Tuesday the 18th through 6 in the evening Friday the 21st. Also, the Great Allegheny Passage Trail will shut down daily from 6 a.m. to 6 in the evening. Multiple crews, among them from Joseph B. Fay Company, will set beams on the new Washington Bridge and stabilize the rock face outcrop. The weather-dependent work is all part of the Layton Bridge Improvement and Replacement Project, which will replace the Layton Bridge and improve routes 4038 and Route 51. With 17 spans, the Layton Bridge connects Perryopolis with the Layton community. PennDOT says local access to Falbo Road will be maintained on the Perryopolis side of the shutdown. Energy companies in the region continued working today to restore power to hundreds of customers following heavy rain and thunderstorms yesterday. There were some outages reported by West Penn in the area and Fayette and Greene. Most of the outages, though, in Allegheny. That's according to Duquesne Light. Also in Westmoreland, Washington, and parts north. The National Weather Service's rainfall total Sunday ranged from 1.8 inches of rain in parts of Allegheny County to 1.37 in Lower Burrell and just under an inch in Washington. And also HOV lanes on I-279 and I-579 remain closed as of this afternoon, PennDOT says. More rain is expected this afternoon. The city of Uniontown has a 40% chance of showers. Pittsburgh, a 30% chance through the evening. The Pennsylvania Game Commission announced the state's deputy game warden program is coming to an end, which will cut the number of state wildlife wardens nearly in half. The program began in 1903 and has more than 100 people serving as deputy game wardens around the state. A deputy game warden is a part-time or volunteer worker who assists full-time wardens. They enforce hunting, fishing, and trapping laws, manage nuisance wildlife, and teach hunter safety. A recent Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruling that game wardens must obtain a warrant before entering private land played a big part in the decision, officials said this weekend. A Ukrainian Catholic priest is facing numerous charges of stealing more than $740,000 in church money and from multiple victims, among them his own mother, which authorities say the man used to buy a luxury vehicle, take expensive trips, and gamble. 69-year-old Gregory Medea was arrested this weekend in Florida. He is facing charges by the Pennsylvania Attorney General's office with multiple counts of theft by unlawful taking, financial exploitation of an older adult or care-dependent person, and related financial charges. These cases stem back to 2018. In February of 2023, agents from the Attorney General's office began investigating Medea, who lived throughout his life in Westmoreland and Allegheny County. More next on WMBS.
439-2323. For 24-hour emergency service, call us when you need. We're Fayette's Heating and Air Conditioning, your service company.
When it's sweltering outside, you'll be cool inside with central air conditioning from Bryant, the people that know cool. And it's easy to have a central air conditioning system installed in your home. Simply call on your Bryant dealer, Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, located near the Laurel Mall on Route 119, north of Uniontown. The phone number is 439-2323. Let Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning rescue you from the sticky, humid summer weather. Remember that number for Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer, 439-2323.
Call Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, 439-2323, 439-2323, 439-2323.
Pennsylvania State Representative Joe Diorsi this afternoon announced plans to introduce legislation soon, establishing a dedicated office within Pennsylvania's Crimes Code to hold adults accountable when they exploit positions of authority entrusted through minors in their care. Pennsylvania law gives criminal penalties for sexual offenses and unlawful contact with minors, but the lawmaker notes the Crimes Code has a significant gap when it comes to intervening before grooming escalates into something worse. The legislation on the table would establish the offense of grooming of a minor, making it official and making it a crime for an adult responsible for a minor's welfare to intentionally engage in a course of conduct that's designed to entice or facilitate prohibited sexual contact. Diorsi says to ensure the legislation does not criminalize legitimate relationships between youth and trusted adults, the deal includes safe harbors for ordinary, transparent interactions, Diorsi says. And we have Bucko baseball tonight in sports. Pirates taking on the Tigers this evening, starting at 6:40 with a pregame, and the game at 7:05 on WMBS. First of three. Bucks with a win yesterday over the Red Sox, 8-3. They're now 61 and 65. And with severe weather in the area in Latrobe today, as a result of that, the Steelers' 2026 training camp is over. Today was supposed to be the Steelers' final training camp practice, open to the fans, but the team canceled today's practice because of lightning in the area. Steelers head coach Mike McCarthy said he was sorry for the Steelers fans who were coming out today. Steelers back in action Friday night against the Jets in a preseason action. That game at 7 o'clock on WMBS.
The local, district, and statewide news has been brought to you by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning, your Bryant dealer. Route 119 north of Uniontown, located near Laurel Mall. Phone 439-2323.
The Weather Watch is being brought to you by State Farm agent Nathan Ferguson. Call Nate at 724-438-7611 for life, home, car insurance, and more. Get a free quote now. Right now we're looking at 83 degrees with the overnight low tonight down to 65. Showers and storms expected this afternoon starting at about 4, going up to 80 tomorrow with sun. Overnight low Tuesday at 63, 81 Wednesday, clouds and sun, chance for rain. Thursday at 78, also showers lingering around Friday afternoon, topping out at 81, and the overnight low at 64. Thunderstorms rolling in Saturday at 80, chance of them at least. They look more likely. Sunday cooling down considerably to just a high of 71 and a low down to 58 Sunday night. Right now at 83 at 2:11 on this Monday afternoon. Good day from the Davis & Davis studios at WMBS. I'm Nick Barczyk. More of What's on Your Mind with Russ Rhodes next. The second hour at 724-438-4593 next on WMBS. Good afternoon. The Weather Watch has been brought to you by State Farm agent Nathan Ferguson. Nate is there for you. Call 724-438-7611 for life, home, car insurance, and more.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor, available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Uncover camouflaged health symptoms at WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital during a free community health screening on Saturday, September 19th from 8 to 11 a.m. Receive screenings for your heart, circulation, bone health, blood pressure, blood glucose, and more, all at no cost. Plus, physicians will be on site to answer your questions. Pre-register today and receive a free WVU Medicine camouflage hat. Visit wvumedicine.org/Uniontown to register.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
That sneeze was in a different zip code, and I still felt the germs.
Relax, Randy. I went to Montgomery Medical. I'm fully shielded.
Like a flu shot?
Flu, COVID, the works. If you haven't caught up on your shots yet, they'll get you sorted in minutes. It's basically a suit of armor, but with less clanking. Then do the double shot. After Montgomery Medical, head over to Renew You Medispa. I got their immunity IV drip.
A Medispa?
You relax, you hydrate, and you give your immune system a VIP upgrade.
Montgomery Medical, a family tradition of family medicine.
Take the backbone.
Caring for an aging parent or a loved one with medical needs? FACT, Fayette Area Coordinated Transportation, can help. Seniors 65 and older ride free on our fixed routes. People with disabilities get discounted shared rides. And if your loved one has medical assistance, their trips to doctors or treatment are covered under the shared ride program. Give them safe, reliable independence and yourself peace of mind. Call 724-628-RIDE or visit factbus.com. FACT, your community, your connection.
Having Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore in Uniontown means reliable, quality, and friendly service. Pharmacists Stephen Harper and Seth Miller are ready to answer your health questions and handle all your prescriptions. They offer free delivery, mail-out service, and accept all utility payments, all part of their good neighbor way of doing business. Visit Hicks & Baugh's at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown or call 724-437-2828. Open Monday to Friday, 9 to 6, and Saturday until 3.
Your local station, WMBS.
The views and opinions presented by the host, guests, or callers on this program do not necessarily represent the positions of WMBS Radio.
Welcome back to Hour 2 of What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. We're going to continue with open conversation this hour. So give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. We are brought to you by Gary's Auto Sales, Hicks & Baugh's Drugstore, Coldwell Banker at Laurel Ridge Realty, K2 Engineering, Madewell Services, full lawn care and cleaning services, Bright Stripe, seal coating and line striping, and AR Roofing and Remodeling. All righty. So Dallas-Fort Worth is no longer moving forward with foot washing stations for the for flyers of the Islamic faith. This took place when Governor Greg Abbott of Texas heard about it. He says, "Yeah, no, not going to happen. You can't do something for one set of people and not others, and plus, there's government grant money involved. So, nope, and nope." Let's see here. What else? Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey signed into law last week a new abortion law for the state of Massachusetts that allows abortion to take place after 24 weeks of pregnancy, up to and including delivery. Also shields doctors from any criminal proceedings for performing said abortions. Two women, a mother and daughter, went to a WNBA game over the weekend. Indiana Fever were visiting the Atlanta Dream. And two rows up from courtside, and they were wearing XXXY T-shirts that supported women's sports. Got through the entire game. It went into overtime. And halfway through overtime, they were approached by a security guard that said they had to cover up the T-shirts because somebody found it offensive, or they would be escorted out of the building. So they did cover up the shirts because, well, there was 2.5 minutes to go in an overtime game, and they didn't want to miss it. But, you know, they're like, who ratted us out? And why? Where's the regulations, the rules, regulations of the arena that stipulate they can't wear that? Says no swear words, no profanity, no T-shirts being derogatory towards a person or a group, anything like that is not allowed. But where is XXXY Athletics in violation of those rules? So I ask the same thing. A New York State Assemblywoman says that we shouldn't be prosecuting people for shoplifting things such as soap and toothpaste because they're doing it out of a basic need. So where do you draw that line? At what point, if we were to go along with this notion, where do you draw the line? At what point do you say, yeah, this one's okay to shoplift, but this item isn't? And do you go by grades? Do you, a generic bar of soap is okay, but Irish Spring isn't? Or when it comes to toothpaste, the same thing. Or shampoo. What about a razor? The Bic razor, because it's only, $1. That's okay. But the Gillette 74,000 Mach 5 14 bladed one at $20 each isn't. Where do you draw that line? Penn State handed out their 1 millionth degree over the weekend. Since 1861 is when they handed out their first one, and it was a Bachelor of Agriculture Science. When they handed that out, their first graduating class in 1861, it was between 11 and 13 people in their graduating class. Let's see here. Ferrari is producing an all-electric car. They have yet to put one on a showroom floor, but at the Monterey Car Week in California, they sold at auction by Sotheby's. They sold the very first Luce, L-U-C-E will be the name of the Ferrari all-electric car. They sold the very first one before it even came off the assembly line. You're allowed to pick the color you want and the interior you want, and all kinds of stuff you can pick as part of the winning bid, which was $40 million. Don't worry, if you're interested, you're not going to have to pay $40 million, because it looks like the sticker price for the new Ferrari Luce is going to be around $640,000. So you got to take market fluctuations into account. So maybe a little more bonus. So there's all of that. Pirate baseball, Steeler football. We could chat about that. The college football, because that's just around the corner. High school football. School starts up in another couple weeks. So, you know, the last hurrahs of summer are upon us, I guess. For those of you that have kids anyway, those that have graduated, well, I guess you got a little more summer to go. So there you go. That's pretty much what's been on my list today. If there's something else you want to chat about, by all means, give me a buzz. Would love to hear from you. 724-438-4593. What else do you wish to talk about today? That's fine by me, whatever it might be. Friday, Paul Sunyik and I were chatting, and we were, Paul brought up that I believe it was Fay Penn Economic Council put out a map of Fayette County on their website that shows where all the food banks are in Fayette County. And that's not a bad thing, for folks that are in need, the more resources, okay, the better. I'm all for putting out information. But what's that have to do with economic development is the question Paul and I were asking. What's that have to do with economic development? I mean, right there in your name, Fayette or Fay Penn Economic Council, right? Economics, economy is part of their name. Where does a map of food banks fit into that description? I'd like to know that. I think Paul would like to know that. My guess is a lot of you would like to know that answer. Where are the maps on this same website that shows industry in Fayette County? And not just where industry might be, but whether they're hiring or not. What are they hiring for? What are the qualifications for the job that's being advertised? Now, Fay Penn might come back and say, well, we don't have that because there's other places that offer that information. Well, refer back to what I said earlier concerning food banks. The more information you're able to get out about that type of thing, the better. So why not? I don't care if somebody else has that information. Where does it say you're not allowed to repeat that information? Where does it say that you might have a bigger audience, and so therefore, what prevents you from putting out that information yourself? And while you're at it, why not a little separate thing of, for lack of a better term, the mom and pop store. And okay, we'll use this as an example. A home improvement store. Now, you know who I'm talking about, right? One's got orange in its logo, the other's got blue in its logo. What about the community hardware store that's owned by a family? Let's point that out. Hey, you may not know this, but right around the corner from you is a small little home improvement hardware store that sells everything you need to fix up your home. Why not a little page dedicated to that, to help the entrepreneurs of the small businesses in Fayette County? Let's go there. You know what? Why not proact? Since the notion of school consolidation is coming back into the conversation now. Since that idea, why not proact and come out with, what? Here's a map of Fayette County. Here are the school district boundaries. Why not do something that says, if we were to combine under one school district with one contract for transportation, it might look like this. With the savings of, and it's easy, you can go to the school board's, the school district's budget. You can find out how much each school district is budgeting for transportation of its students. It's out there. It's easy to obtain. So why not do a little work? Call the bus companies that are involved. Hey, you know what, bus company, I got a question for you. Just an idea. Ballpark it for us. You have the contract for this school district. If you were to have the contract for all of the school district under the notion of one payer, one payee, you're sending out one invoice to one entity with the understanding you're going to cover all of Fayette County, how would that affect your bottom line? What would potentially that contract would be? Let's see what the savings would be. How about reaching out and doing that? Reach out to book contractors. School districts, they buy books every year. Let's combine them. Let's make sure that, 5th grade history class in Uniontown School District is using the same 5th grade history book in Laurel Highlands, in Albert Gallatin, in Fraser, in Connellsville, in Brownsville. and put in one big bulk order for those, as opposed to, 100 for this 5th grade book, 150 for that history book to a different school. Let's combine it all together. Same history book under one order. But what would that savings be for us? What would, hey, Harry Mark, okay, you're doing the contract for, X amount of school districts right now with X amount of employees covered under that contract. What kind of buying power would there be if all school districts were covered under one contract? Why isn't that being shown on a web page? As far as economic development is concerned. For that matter, and now I don't know, but it could be because, when companies look to an area, when they're considering growing, when they're considering adding facilities, moving into an area, one of the things, they look at the local government, but they also look at the school districts because their employees are going to want to know, what are the schools like? Well, right now, most, if not all, of the school districts in Fayette County are in the bottom half within the state of Pennsylvania, within the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Okay, that might not look too good to a prospective company looking to move here. So, what are the plans for increasing scores? To bringing those schools into the upper half of the Commonwealth in rated schools. Where is that plan? I would like to see. And it's not that I'm asking the school districts to become rated number 1 through 6, but having them in the top 50% of the state, that'd be kind of nice, don't you think? Don't you think that could be a selling point for economic development in this county? So, again, I'm not picking on FAPEN because they put up a map showing where food banks are. Again, that is valuable information for those in need to know. But I ask you the question again, why? How does that pertain to economic development? And why don't we see more things that do pertain to economic development on their website? So 724-438-4593. We'll be taking a break. More of what's on your mind right after this.
This is Eric Cushy from Curtis Pharmacy with big news. We are now accepting all Medicare Part D plans, including UPMC and Highmark. Service and care you need from a local provider you trust, including vaccines, compounding, delivery, and our Pack My Meds program. 90-day supplies are available too. Visit us in Claysville, Washington, Carmichaels, and our new location on Arch Street in Connellsville, or visit us on the web at curtispharmacy.com.
Everything is growing, and Madewell Services is here to help. They offer full lawn care service, including mulching, landscaping and planting, weekly grass cutting, power washing, and more. Madewell Services also provides professional cleaning services for your home or office, moving in or out service, party cleanups, weekly cleanings, and junk removal. Licensed and insured for peace of mind. Call Madewell Services today at 724-912-1805. That's 724-912-1805 for a free estimate.
Route 21 Furniture, take the road to your perfect home.
Sleep well tonight.
Try out a new mattress from Route 21 Furniture with a large selection of mattresses, all sizes and comfort levels, with great prices, free local delivery and setup, and financing options. Route 21 Furniture. Open weekdays 9 to 5, Saturday 10 to 5, Sunday noon to 4. 724-737-2222 or Route21Furniture.com.
Route 21 Furniture. Take the road to your perfect home.
It's the Summer Sales Event, going on now at Thurby's Riverside Ford. That means all new Ford Escape, Explorer, Bronco Sport, Bronco, and F-150s come with 0% Ford credit financing for 36 months, plus a $1,000 Ford factory rebate. And as a bonus, all vehicles come with a 2-year, 25,000-mile Ford complimentary maintenance plan.
Check out these low payments on a new 2026 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend or a new 2026 Ford Maverick all-wheel drive pickup. Just $399 per month for 36 months with $999 down. Ford Motor Credit financing required. 3-year leases based on 10,500 miles per year. No security deposit required.
See Joey, Jimmy, Sammy, or Ashley at Thurby Riverside Ford, your one Ford Elite Presidential Award-winning dealer, located 1 mile past the casino at Nemacolin.
Offer extended to August 31st.
It's time to drive a Ford again.
Looking for your new favorite spot in Uniontown? Stop by Casey Sports Cafe on South Mount Vernon Avenue. Family owned and operated by the Vernons, Casey serves up incredible homemade soups, hearty sandwiches, and delicious entrees. Opens every day at 7, closes Monday through Friday at 3, and Sunday at 2. Place your order or book your next event now at 724-550-4126. Casey Sports Cafe, 724-550-4126.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
Are you looking to list or sell your house? Now is the time to let the professionals at Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty help you with all of your real estate needs. Caldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty has 2 convenient locations to better serve you. In Uniontown area, 724-437-7100, or in Connellsville area, 724-628-7200, and speak with one of our real estate professionals. Visit our website, caldwellbanker.com. We have been proudly serving Western Pennsylvania area for over 30 years and look forward to helping you with all of your real estate needs. Broker Paul Boyd Jr.
WMBS.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. I'm Russ Rhodes, your host. Open conversation, 724-438-4593. So give me a buzz. Looking forward to chatting with you. Whatever you might want to chat about, so is fine with me. 724-438-4593. Both lines are open. Let's see here. We wow. We're getting down, starting to get down to the nitty-gritty when it comes to election time. So we're about 2.5 months out. So what? 65 days, thereabouts, give or take a few, for the midterms. How do you think it's going to turn out? You know, President Trump, concerning the war with Iran, he doesn't. He's not going to let politics. He's not going to let the midterms dictate how he handles the war with Iran. I know there are Republicans in the Senate, in the House, that are running for re-election, who think otherwise. that they feel, they're going to have a hard time. Well, one, winning re-election for themselves, and two, maintaining control of the Senate and the House. But the president says he's not going to be swayed by that he's going to continue doing what he feels is right, that's in the best interest of not just this country, but the world as a whole, with him, keep in mind that the U.S. comes first, though, and that being no nuclear weapons for Iran. I think secondary to that goal is keeping the Strait of Hormuz open fully and freely. I think that's his second goal on there. So anyway, having looking at it that way, how do you think the midterm elections are going to end up? Will the Democrats take over the majority of one or both houses of Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate? Or, and if so, by how much? Will it be a slim majority like the Republicans currently have? Or will it be a majority that's got a nice cushion to it? On the other hand, do the Republicans maintain the majority in one or both houses of Congress? If they do they increase? They really don't. There's really no way to make it any less than what it is. It's that tight in the House anyway. Or does things get harder as far as holding on to? So what are your thoughts on that? And we'll take it a step further. What's your hopes? What's your hopes coming out of the midterms? Remember, we're only about, like I said, 65 days away from the midterm elections, give or take a few. It'll be here before you know it. What do you think? So give me a call on that, 724-438-4593. Right now, I can tell you, according to Real Clear Politics, polling favors Democrats. And in this polling, by the way, it's a generic type of poll. In other words, in any given race, do you back a Republican or do you back a Democrat? So no names are used. It's just in any given race. In the Senate, are you backing a Republican or So that's how basically that goes. So Democrats do have a lead in polling. It's like around 12, 15 points, I think, if memory serves me correctly on that. So, and historically as well, it favors the Democrats. So, do you think it's going to hold that way? Or do you see a way that the Republicans maintain control? So give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. Okay, what else you want to chat about out there today? I did mention Pirate Baseball. Time is running out for them. They've got 40 some odd games left in the regular season. Numbers are starting to work against them as far as not just a winning season, which is still very, very doable, but making the playoffs, which that right there is the one that is starting to slip away. We also have Steeler football. It's just starting. So, enthusiasm, wishful thinking is right up at the as high as it's ever going to be in any given football season as it is right now. It's because, well, you've got the season in front of you. You have no idea how it's going to play out. So right now, yes, the Steelers are a Super Bowl bound team, right? So do you think that's going to be the case come Super Bowl time in February, which is a long way off? So you've got all of that we can chat about. So we also have college football starting out. I think Brian's one happy camper right now. If I saw the polls correctly, his Ohio State Buckeyes are ranked number 1 in the preseason polls. So that should make Brian a little happy. The reigning champions, Indiana Hoosiers. There's a couple preseason polls. They were in 5-1 and 6 in another. So you got that. Where's that going to go? Pitt was down. They were down. I think Pitt was down in the 40s. I didn't notice where West Virginia was, so I can't say. Penn State, I'm not sure. I think Penn State was in the 20s. I'm not sure about that, though. So we can chat football as well. So there's, the sky's the limit as far as what you want to chat about. So give me a buzz, 724-438-4593. You know what? Both lines are open, so while they're open, I'm just going to, a little bit early here, not much, but I'm going to go ahead and take a quick little break here. And when we come back, well, hopefully we'll do some talking and finish out hour 2 of What's on Your Mind together.
It's never too late for good dental health. If you've been putting off seeing a dentist, Dr. Renee Stevens can help. She's accepting new patients at the Connellsville Medical and Dental Office. Dr. Stevens encourages patients to schedule a visit and start on the road to better dental health. Call 724-632-6801. That's 724-632-6801. We accept most insurances, and we provide care regardless of your ability to pay.
Dinosaurs have taken over the Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium. Take a trip back in time this summer and come face to face with some of the largest and most intriguing animals that ever walked the earth. From Triceratops to Tyrannosaurus Rex, your favorite dinosaurs lurk around every corner. This special exhibit is free with zoo admission. Stomp on by soon. These amazing animatronic creatures will disappear once again on September 7th. Plan your visit today at pittsburghzoo.org.
Come on down to Live Casino this August and get ready to push your luck for the chance to win up to $250,000 cash. Earn entries daily in August. Then be sure to join our drawings on Friday, August 28th and Saturday, August 29th. We will draw 25 winners each day, but only one will take home the $250,000 cash grand prize. Make your play at Live Casino, Route 30 at Westmoreland Mall. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Uniontown Liquidation Outlet wants to thank you for borrowing our special pay at 2025. Come shop with us for the lowest prices around. We have toys, home goods, tools, electronics, and much more. We offer layaway, so stop in today and ask us how it works. We are located inside the Uniontown Mall.
The Uniontown Liquidation Outlet. Visit us on Facebook, Uniontown Liquidation Outlet.
Hope to see you soon.
If it's time for a change of decor at your home, let the trained staff at Chesler's Fine Furniture work their magic. The August store-wide furniture clearance is going on now. There are no gimmicks involved, just great value and old-fashioned service. Chesler's offers the finest in name-brand furnishings by famous makers, plus accent pieces and wall decor that will underline your unique sense of style. You'll find items such as genuine Lazy Boy rocker recliners for $429, 5-piece dining room sets starting at $599. For the family room, there are reclining sofas from $799 and up, with matching reclining love seats and recliners. For the formal living room, there are sofas starting at $499. Don't forget the bedding department, all mattress sets reduced. Every piece of bedroom furniture, every piece of living room furniture and dining room furniture, and every piece of furniture at Chesler's will be discounted.
Wind, hail, sudden leaks. When your roof takes a beating, we're here for you at AR Roofing and Remodeling. We're a locally and veteran-owned contractor available 24/7 for repairs. As an Owens Corning Platinum Preferred Contractor, we get the job done right. Call 724-550-3064 or visit arremodels.com for your free estimate.
AR Roofing, never settle.
Bright Stripe, Fayette County's premier asphalt seal coating professionals. Locally owned by Matt and Lexi George, Bright Stripe specializes in residential and commercial asphalt seal coating, also excelling in line striping and layouts, thermoplastic, and infrared asphalt repair. Bright Stripe has succeeded due to their commitment to quality work for 30 years. Bright Stripe, 724-437-6090, or visit bright-stripe.com. BRITE-stripe.com.
Welcome back to What's on Your Mind. We've got about 6.5 minutes left in today's show. Plenty of time, and I do mean plenty of time, for you to give me a buzz and let me know what's on your mind. What do you wish to talk about, huh? I did mention school starting up again down in Morgantown is tomorrow. I don't know the exact date, but I think here in Pennsylvania, here in Fayette County, we've got another 2 weeks, give or take a day or so, before school starts up here. So we can chat about that. Are you ready for school to start up again? Hello, welcome to What's on Your Mind.
Hey, Russ, Skipper here today.
Hey, Skipper, how you doing?
Oh, not too bad. It's a beautiful day outside. I was just thinking, we're supposed to have these dog days of summer. I don't see them in August.
Well, you know what? I thought it got pretty hot a couple times last week and the week before, though.
I know, but usually it's like sweltering at nighttime, and you can't even take it, and it's humid, and and for a long period of time. And I didn't see that so far.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get it next month. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we still another week left. Well, I don't know what today's date is.
Well, I mean, it was
August.
Yeah, well, the summer goes through September 21st is when autumn starts. So we still have another month of summer.
Well, I have to Google when's Dog Days of August or whatever.
Or Dog Days of Summer?
Yes, summer, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, just a couple little things before you get off there, but, I was thinking about this Trump thing. And remember whenever they had that, the funeral for the big dude that got killed over there, the Khomeini or whoever.
Yeah.
Listen, the smartest thing, well, I mean, to me, but it would probably have been not the right thing to do, but whenever they had that funeral is whenever they should have bombed everybody at the funeral and killed them all at one time.
Yeah, there were a lot of civilians out there, though, Skipper.
Well, their leadership said, don't you dare do anything during this funeral. Because you know what? They would have done that if it was the other way around. They would have bombed everybody there at the funeral. There would have been no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But the world would look bad. We'd look bad at the world if we'd have done that. But it would have took care of a lot more of those people that want to kill us.
Yeah.
I had something else. I was really upset with the Fayette County Fair this year.
Okay.
I go to this Mud Mania thing, and it is so fun. All these old people bring their trucks and buggies and souped up machines through there.
Right.
And they cut the arena in half and made it so small and so ridiculous. I won't be going back there. Every year it's the most amazing thing. And this year they made it where it wasn't even fun. Yeah. So I would guess half the stands weren't even full, and usually you can't find a seat. And I'm sure next year it's going to be a lot less people going to come to that because it was terrible.
Okay.
So, anyways, I was just thinking it's summertime, and my next favorite season's coming. You know what season that is?
Would that be fall?
No,
Autumn?
hunting season.
Hunting season, okay.
October the 3rd starts archery season. People are going to be dove hunting. You know, then the kids get the squirrel hunt, and the kids, and then there's all kind of kids hunting days. They get to hunt before the adults coming up shortly.
Okay.
And then everybody's picking mushrooms right now. There's more mushrooms right now than the spring, those morel mushrooms. There's like 13 different kind of mushrooms that are really peaking in the woods right now that everybody's picking. If you want to look online, just Google on a Facebook like mushroom hunters, and you'll see these people are finding like hundreds of pounds of chanterelles and matakes and all the things you could buy at the store, but you can get them out in the woods right now. They're just flourishing. I'm an outdoor guy. Go ahead.
Did you know some of the old mines up in Butler County are mushroom farms?
Yes, I know that. We have the largest mushroom mine, mushroom growers in the world is in the PA Caves.
Yes.
They're miles and miles long, and they got them raised beds up in the air, and they got horse manure, and they control the climate so that they can just keep growing all year round.
Yeah.
No,
you harvest today, and that same bed has more to harvest tomorrow.
And then whenever it gets cool in the evenings right now, you can go out in the cow fields, and there are some coming up. They're just the white buttons you buy in the store.
Okay.
And whenever the fall comes, it starts turning cool a little bit in September. Sometimes you can go out in the cow fields, and it is just, as far as you can see, white buttons are coming up. Then whenever they open up, they have pink gills underneath of them. So they harvest them before they open up, because they're less perishable.
Okay.
But those are just regular mushrooms that grow in the cow fields right around here, the moonlight mushrooms that you buy in the store. But Pennsylvania has the largest ones in the world in caves. I knew that.
Okay.
You were testing me on.
I was. So, hey, one thing. So are you in West Virginia right now, Skipper? Because I know you drive down there a lot.
I just left West Virginia.
So I was down there this morning, and I noticed that Morgantown gas and Uniontown gas are very comparable this week.
They are.
Yes.
And usually what happens is once West Virginia goes up, usually Pennsylvania goes up even more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just bought gas. I forget what it was, $4 something. I didn't even look.
Yeah.
And actually, I didn't even look. I just go to Sheets and I get the 88 octane whenever there because it's no way it's going to be more expensive than PA. No, never have I seen it.
Correct.
Ever.
But today, I saw 417 on the pump down in Morgantown and 417 up here in Uniontown.
Well, I'd say that it's going to go a lot higher in PA than now.
Okay. All righty.
It's like the stock market. You can watch something go here, and then then it goes something else bumps and makes that stock up there go up. So that's how it works.
Okay. Hey, Skipper, with that, I got to run. We're out of time, but thanks for your call.
All right, bye.
Hey, and we are out of time. Fox News is coming up next, and then it's Nick with the local news, sports, and weather. This is What's on Your Mind, WMBS Uniontown. It is 3 o'clock.
The Beano extension. I'm Jack Callahan, Fox News. President Trump telling reporters in the Oval Office within the hour the U.S. will not seek to extend the now expired Memorandum of Understanding with Iran.
Iran is in big trouble. They have 300% inflation. The country's a mess, and the military is totally defeated.
An Iranian government official telling Reuters, though, Iran will go on the offensive if the U.S. doesn't comply with the MOU within a few weeks. Gas prices, on average, more than 90 cents a gallon higher than a year ago, according to AAA. But Energy Secretary Chris Wright tells Fox News the pump price will come down.
We're fixing a 47-year-old problem with this government in Iran and the threat of nuclear weapons, but it does cause some disruption in the short term. But President Trump's policies have made us ready for that disruption.
The Trump administration is temporarily pausing construction of a controversial border project in the Big Bend National Park in Texas, while an on-the-ground evaluation is being done. The project has faced fierce bipartisan opposition, critics saying marring a pristine environmental area, and the region's rugged and remote terrain already serves as a deterrent to illegal immigration and smuggling. Opening statements have concluded in the murder trial of Dwayne Davis. The man accused of orchestrating the murder almost 30 years ago of rapper Tupac Shakur in a drive-by shooting. Prosecution citing what it says was an admission in Davis' own memoir. Davis attorney Michael Saft telling jurors much of that book was made up.
The state has just told you what they believe to be the evidence in this case. But really, at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself if what they're saying is really the truth or fiction.
Davis could face life in prison if he's convicted. An hour before the close, the Dow is down 248 points. The S&P 500 off nearly 31. And NASDAQ is off 65 points. America is listening to Fox News.
You can go to Big Box Medical Office.
Now serving number 3,943.
Or
Hi, come on in. How are you?
for personal, professional health care you can trust, see Dr. Paul Hardley and nurse practitioners Tara Bozek, Jessica Reckhart, and Stacy Morris, proudly serving our community for over 30 years. Need care today? Walk-ins are always welcome. For your primary care, call Dr. Paul Hartley at 724-437-1109.